They were absolutely smashed in their strength. That was contested ball in the middle. They need to lift.
Well, let's see if they can get something going at the start of the third. Salem did well just to jolt the ball clear. Oh, swing and a miss from Viney. Oliver goes in to try and tidy up, but that gave the chance to pounce. Viney did well the second time with his smother. Pickett having a massive impact so far. Neal, the Fossick for the ball is well and truly on. Bennell takes his turn. Got the handball up. McInerney twisting. Salem. Jackson to ground. Jones did pretty well with the central ball. Melksham is outside. Suddenly the ball bounces back. Robinson just going for distance.
Game ending, they're just 14 points down, but they just have to find a different method.
The ball brilliantly exits the stoppage that time. Neal. Oh, Bailey throws the head back. Oliver kicks it to the 50, and Wiedemann a good clunk, and off to Bennell. He just got hampered as he kicked. And they've got an opportunity now, though. McCluggage probing ball deep. McMahon's got back and disrupts another move forward. Second play on the call. Demons thought they could have got a free, but now they watch as Bailey sends the Lions forward again. Jetta with Cameron close. That's got to be something.
Has to be.
Yeah. It's time to sort out in his mind exactly what's required here. He's out now, and the kick is in. Rev him up, Charlie.
Neal separates them. And here it is, a bit of a brain fade. Not sure what Neville was thinking there. Maybe he was trying to get it to Langdon. But you can just see there it is, just a release from the stoppage. And an own goal.
Not many better at that kick in the AFL. He can do it from close range.
Ball away, giving Melbourne an opportunity. Wiedemann went to ground though, and Harris Andrews captured it, but he just hit the turf on the way through. Petrarca overwhelmed by the Brisbane numbers and aggression.
Place, I'd like to see some variety. Get it out wide.
Here's Petrarca getting his hands onto it, and it does get to a dangerous spot. Pickett. Two Lions well positioned. They didn't finish it, Starcevic, so Fritsch keeps it bubbling for the D's. Pickett, there was a handball on, which he didn't see, and he apologised for. Petrarca. Langdon looks to the outside, and you can see why. Fritsch. A lot of clear space ahead. Good connection with Hannon. As Starcevic's opponent was down, he was able to handball straight towards goal, straight to Melksham, and that's what the D's needed, and they needed it now.
Now, whether he pushes, no, he absolutely pushes. Just gives himself that little bit of space. But look at the surge from the D's midfield to finally get in front of the football, overlap handball, and for one of the very few times now, they get it to the open side, get some runners going forward of the football. Hannon keen to play on.
And cleverly, only as far as Salem at full stretch. It's awkward. He had Jones there. Jones comes away and gives them another chance. Jackson bounds up, can't take it. Oliver, terrific at ground level. He gives to Bennell. This is what he's there for. Oh, dear. Along the wing, McStay flew with intent. Lockhart. Locked up on Viney. It did come out, though, as you can see. Rayner, the idea was good. Helped by Berry. Now Charlie can go to work. Charlie doesn't work. He goes to play. And it's devastating when he does.
And that's exactly what they got. Stripped the ball. Viney was really up for the fight. Then the Big O started it. One tap, two taps, and off you go to the races, Charlie.
Yeah, there we go. Got the revs going.
That's what you come to the footy to see if you're a young bloke. You want to see Charlie do that. Don't handball. Just give us the one with a lot.
Immediately looks up, wants to keep it moving. 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Melksham can do just that, and got some separation that time. Wiedemann out the back. Start of the game strongly, Sam Wiedemann, but hasn't been able to convert up till now, and that continues. Bailey lobs the kick on the wing. Lever came from a mile away, matched by Hipwood in the air. Viney couldn't get an arm free to get at disposal. McStay, then Petrarca take their turn. So Viney's getting a kick even when he was out of it. Rayner disposed of Petrarca. Play on the call. That's not easy either.
Push in the back.
And that's a push in the back.
Gee, well, he deserves a free kick because he's been... But
while you were away, this is what we saw. Temper starting to flare a little. Maxi's front and centre. Darcy Gardner doesn't mind a scrap or two as well. There's plenty of feeling in this one as we get ready for the last quarter. The big O and the big M having words to say as they left poise and then lost the footy. Petrarca tried to wade through a couple. Still managed to keep his balance somehow. Salem, this is not pretty from the D's. They are getting closer to goal. And now they've got a free kick. And it's going to James Harms.
Well, fortunate with the...
So Harms, only 1 goal, 1 so far this season. And we've seen a lot of that from both sides. Jackson is deep. Wiedemann's there as well. Fritz at the front. Here's Jackson. And Viney has to connect, and he does. And he generates some hope for the Melbourne fans.
an opportunity to light the fuse, and this time perhaps Daly has. Nice little handball from Jackson, and then a good kick around the corner to get them within striking distance.
Well, after we've seen so many missed opportunities, a lot of them easy opportunities throughout the whole game for the D's. They finally get on the board, but they needed that. They needed some time in forward half. Exactly what they needed to start this last quarter. 5 inside 50s to 0. Couple of scoring opportunities.
Langdon, can the Demons capitalise? Oh, Berry shunted into Viney, free kick.
Just feel like we needed that ball to go over the line, or at least a free kick so teams could remember which way they were going for a moment there.
Well, a couple of times players have clearly looked up and the cupboard was bare. There was just no one in the forward half.
The D's have got a number behind the football as well, so that's why Berry didn't want to go.
He's been magnificent so far.
In 7 minutes. Now, Neal turns it to a dangerous spot. The Demons' defence had to be aggressive but careful at the same time, and they've balanced that reasonably well. Langdon was fully committed. Jones, it's a hard ball to control. Oscar got through the first, but the numbers were just so severely against him. Carved out a position in defence this year, but right now he's got to try and do what so many others have failed tonight, and he wasn't far off. Plums wide for the pocket. Oh, Hipwood, good time to do that. Eric Hipwood. He's pushed it right across and off hands. Orko takes his turn. Pinched by Viney, but he couldn't get the handball out. McStay could. Berry got it off. McCluggage touched.
He's missed, I think. On the money, Hutto. Spot.
A bit more aggressively, try and find the corridor.
Lever does just that, a scorcher into the middle for Jones. And now it's 50.
Winning sides, not part of it.
So much rest here on the experienced shoulders of Nathan Jones. And he's got it.
And yet their opportunity is there.
By the letter of the law, probably there, but it also depends on when the umpire called Nathan Jones to play on it.
Right against Tibbett. Jones, the forward handball. Melksham rushed it. Bennell had to do the same. Harms back to Bennell. They just avert the danger. It's still around. Melksham, a wobbler. Taken by Petrarca. Watch out. High ball to centre half forward. Jackson uses athleticism. Gets there. There's options galore. There's hands up everywhere to the left. They're pleading. He goes short instead to Melksham from 50 metres out to the square and beyond. Oh, the D's are back.
2, 3 or maybe even 4 options for the football. But he knew better than we did. Hold on to it. Find Melksham with a little dinky kick. And for Melksham, that's easy. That's brick.
Melbourne fans are feeling this one at home around the country. Gripped to their TV screens, hoping Then you're already right there on young Berry. Back to Lions. High ball. Hipwood. A fine time. The precious seconds tick by. Eric Hipwood on a night when kicking straight has been difficult for most. Here, Lockie Neal had a look around. He's going his own way. And he falls short and wide. And Lever suddenly...
I think it's coming back.
Score review, is it?
Well, now I probably would prefer it to be a behind. It doesn't look like it will be. And the only reason I say that is they give the ball back to Stephen May, who's a much further kick. But either way, I think this has to go straight up the middle. Can't allow someone like Harris Andrews, as we just saw in that previous one, to thump the ball back 25 metres.
Review complete. Looking at this angle, you can see the ball is controlled before crossing the back of the behind line. Decision on the scoreboard.
So the mark stands.
That's a big call because Melbourne were out this near side.
The double fist to the wing. Andrews leaves it there for the D's. Oliver swoops. Langdon powers forward. Melksham screaming for it. Oliver runs into double trouble, but he gets the handball away. And Petrarca wants it, and what he wants he gets. Salem, the D's have got to half forward. Hannon waits, thinks, kicks. Into the pocket. Oh, Fritz. I think that's out in the full. We don't need the act to tell us that. Bailey! Bailey, give him the footy. Give him the footy. Bailey to Bailey. Oh, no. Oh, it's 50.
Bailey doesn't have to rush.
Hipwood, gone. All looked likely. Play on the call. There's only one way Melbourne have to go now. They've got to get it and get it forward. Instead, it goes for McStay, who picked the perfect setup. So there won't be time. So it matters not whether this is a goal or a behind. And as has been the trend of the night, it's a behind. Melbourne left their run too late. The Lions get over the line on the Gold Coast.